2000 through 2006 Ford Escape / Mazda Tribute outer door handle repair. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive. I'm going to walk you through the steps of repairing this door handle. Here are the part numbers for the mechanical portion of the door handle that's in the internals of the door. I will link these up in the description of the video. It'll be the same for the Ford also. We're going to get started by removing the door panel. The first thing is you want to make sure that the window is rolled up. After that, we're going to remove the Phillips screw that's behind the pull handle. There's supposed to be a cover on this, but mine's missing. Then there's going to be a little plastic cover here you need to pop off. Once you pop that off, there's going to be a Phillips screw behind. To get that cover off, I just used a small flathead screwdriver and popped it off. Then I removed the screw. Then I removed the screw from here. And then there's going to be one screw here inside the little pull handle here. You're going to remove that. After you remove that, then you can pull this portion of it out. Then you can pull this little cover off that went around the door latch. After that, there's going to be one Phillips screw on the side of the door panel, just to the left of the latch here. Remove that Phillips screw. Then you're going to use a panel popping tool, pop the bottom of the door panel free, and just pull outwards. Then at the top of the door panel, you can hold it on the left and right side of it, and you're going to pull upwards and outwards towards you, and the door panel will pop off. Then you can remove the electrical connector for the window switch, and just squeeze the tab and pull the connector off. After that, we need to peel this weather barrier back about halfway. So you want to peel it back until you have access to the handle. This is the handle portion that we're going to remove. As you can see here, it's been zip tied on and it's broken off here. So the first thing we're going to do is remove a couple screws holding the handle on. So I'm using a T20 with a long extension, and I'm going to go through the hole right here, and I'm going to remove the Torx bolt right here. Go ahead and back that out. Then on the opposite side of the handle, you can remove the T20 Torx bolt right here, back that out. Now that you got those two screws removed, there's a little plastic cover here that we need to remove. So at the bottom of it, there's going to be a Torx screw here. Remove that Torx screw with the T20. Once you get that bolt removed, at the top, there's going to be a little tab that we need to squeeze. So I'm using needle nose pliers. I'm squeezing the tab, and then you're going to push that little plastic cover upwards off the plastic tab. Now we need to remove the 3 T27 torque bolts on the side of the door here that's holding the latch in. So go ahead and remove all 3 of these screws here. Now back inside the door, you can pull the felt window track upwards like this. So you're just going to peel it out of its little groove, and then I just flipped it up and set it on top of the handle for it now. Now you can wiggle the door latch assembly down and out. Now with a flat blade screwdriver, we need to carefully pry this portion of the handle outwards and pull it off like this. And once you get that popped off like that, the next step is going to be to pull the larger portion off. So what you're going to do is you're going to push it towards the side that you just took off. You can either bang it and push it, or what I ended up doing was actually just pulling like this, and it takes quite a bit of pressure and pull, and then it pops over free. Now you can pull it out and lift it off like this. It is common for this portion of the handle to be broken also, so inspect yours, make sure yours is in good shape. If it's not, you'll have to order a new one, and they normally do not come painted. Now we're going to take our new part here, the mechanical part, and put it back into position. So your new part's going to have the screw right here already in there. So I backed that off, and on the opposite side there's this little plastic piece here. You need to pop that out. But you want to pay attention how it fits back into the handle, because we're going to take this little piece here and we're going to put it into the door. And it has to be positioned the same way that it's going to go back into the handle. So you're going to put it into the door handle just right here and hook it on there. Then you're going to slide the new piece over the top. So you'll fit it in there. And then once you fit it into position, you'll tighten that screw into that little plastic piece that we just installed onto the door. So you'll tighten the T20 Torx. Now on the outside, we're going to make sure these little rubber gaskets are installed, so they just kind of clip in there. And you're going to do that for both sides. Then you're going to take this handle and you're going to angle it in just like this, rotate it in, and you're going to push it over until it locks into position. I gave it a few pulls to make sure the spring-loaded action is working properly. Now you can install the outer portion by angling it in and pushing it in until it locks into place. Now we're going to take this portion of the door latch here and make sure that plastic cover is back over the rod. And then what we're going to do is feed it back into the door panel here. And then we're going to hook that rod onto the handle. So I hooked the rod onto the handle right there. Then I maneuvered the door latch back into position, and then I put this plastic cover back on. So I pulled it over until it clipped on the top. And then at the very bottom, I reinstalled the T20 Torx bolt. And also right here, I went ahead and installed the T20 bolt that we got with the long extension. So the bolt here on the bottom is resecure in the long extension. And that bolt is actually going into the outer portion of the handle here. Now you can go ahead and put the felt back into position, just push it back into the track. Then I went ahead and just gave everything a quick little test to make sure it's working. Then now we're ready to reinstall the weather barrier. If it doesn't stick, you can use 3M black super adhesive weather stripping glue and glue it back onto place. After that, we can take the door panel, plug the electrical switch back in. You're going to hook the door panel over the edge of the door until it seats. Then you're going to pop the door panel in, all the little clips around it. Reinstall the little pull cup here and put the screw in. And start the screw over here. And then the screw on the side of the door panel. Reinstall all the little covers that you popped off. And then you're going to put the little handle, the cover for the door handle here back on. You just kind of angle it in there until it seats. And then you start the screw, and there's supposed to be a little cover, pop that back on. So I will link up all the parts that I use in this video in the description. I'm Brian Essa from How to Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this, and also to remind you that when it comes to working on cars, experience is everything. Thank you again for watching.